How is it going, flockers? Welcome back to another episode of Between Two Cars. Today, we're going to be talking about the TikTok ban, what happened, what's going to happen, what I think will happen, and yeah, let's just go ahead and talk about that really quick. So first things first, I already recorded this video, and I was going to post it the day that the ban happened. And I didn't because it quickly got undone. But I learned some valuable lessons and some clues onto what's going to happen, I guess, if you will, about the whole ban. Really quickly, I'm gonna put on a hat. Okay, my hair is cooked, and I was gonna wear the hood, but I don't like how the hood feels. It feels kind of tight, and you know my neck is like restrained or whatever. I don't like hoods. Anyways. This is much better. Yes, so if you guys were around and on TikTok and weren't sleeping through the ban, essentially, it was banned. And what I personally thought was gonna happen when they banned it was you just wouldn't be able to download TikTok. I had no idea that they were going to stop you from using it because, I don't know, we've never really experienced that before. I thought that personally you just weren't gonna be able to download it anymore, which is still sort of true. My brother made the mistake of deleting it when it got banned, and I don't know why he would do that, but, well, he can't download it again, which is kind of funny. But, yeah, essentially, I thought it was just going to be an app on your phone that you cannot update. So, essentially, over time, once the updates are far enough in the future, your firmware won't be able to run it. That's what I thought was going to happen. However, I was wrong. What actually happened was they just completely stopped it from working, and yeah, it was just a dud on your phone, essentially. I'm happy I didn't delete it. I would be crying right now because I do enjoy the app. Not for like the car culture on there, I just enjoy it because there's some funny videos on there, and I like funny videos, especially with animals in them. They're funny. So anyways, I was wrong. But what does that mean going forward? So essentially, one of two things. Either one, TikTok was sold, which there are some clues pointing towards that, and in which case the app will continue to run as normal, and so far it seems like that might be the case. The app might have been sold to Meta, which is Mark Zuckerberg's company. I think I have stocks in Meta, so if it was sold to Meta, that's good for me. But anyways, I think it was. However, nothing has been confirmed yet. There are just a couple little Easter eggs that people are doing some digging and finding out. I guess the CEO of TikTok used to have CEO of TikTok in the bio, or owner of TikTok, and he no longer has that. And like Mr. Beast has like CEO of TikTok ? In his bio, but then also people are saying that there's a lot of ads that they're getting for Meta on TikTok, which doesn't make sense based on everything. So also, Facebook made a TikTok account the day that it got banned, which makes no sense because why would you wait till the last minute? So there's a few clues pointing towards that, which is a possibility. But let's talk about the second one, which I think is much more interesting. And especially with how they banned it and actually banned it, I think this one is far scarier for anyone that actually has like a TikTok career. What happens if it does ban again in 90 days? Because I think the premise we're on, or the understanding that most people are on, is that Trump just unbanned it or put an executive order, did some shit, some legal shit that made it so we have like a 90-day period of being able to use it again. I think he just pushed out like the date a little bit further or something. So if that's true, what happens in 90 days? Well, if it wasn't sold, then it will be banned again. So all of this will be back in 90 days. We're gonna see the same memes of it, like, bye guys, we're out of here. This is my last TikTok. Oh, by the way, you know, blah, blah, blah. Go follow me on my other platforms. That is a possibility, and will probably happen if, like I said, it wasn't sold. And then the app will be dead until something else in the future happens, like it is purchased or sold or whatever. But that's scary for anyone that has a TikTok, that relies on TikTok for income, either as a second source or a primary source of income. That's scary, because I genuinely thought that when it closed down, you were still going to be able to use it if you had it on your phone. So you would have like a year to transition your audience into other apps and stuff like that. But no, they just completely shut that shit down. So for 8 hours, I guarantee there were TikTokers that solely rely on TikTok for income and for life that were shitting their pants because they just closed that money flow 100%, and that would be terrifying. So transparency right here, I make my living off of YouTube. I do not make a living off of TikTok or Instagram. I mean, I make like extra money on it, but it's like marginal, like maybe a couple $100, if that. Really don't rely on it. Really don't try to rely on it. I rely on YouTube because I've experienced the best income with YouTube. I've experienced the most consistent income with YouTube, and I can rely on YouTube to be there for countless years to come, unlike these other apps like Instagram and or TikTok. Not bashing those directly or anything like that, but personally, if I were to choose which, basket to put my eggs in, I'm choosing the YouTube basket, personally. I also think that being a YouTuber is a little bit more of a, I hate this word, I don't want to say flex, but it's more respectable than being a TikToker in my opinion. Like, if you're a TikToker, you just post clips. It's very easy to post clips with very little effort, have them go viral, and people can recognize you for whatever you're doing, whether it be makeup, travel, cars, whatever it is. Perfect example, I posted a 20-second clip, 15-second clip of my car the other day. I have very little followers on TikTok relative to like my YouTube. I only have 25,000. Now I posted this TikTok and in 2 days I'm at 200,000 views on one single video with 10 seconds of effort. Literally took me no time at all. That's why personally, from a content creation standpoint, I think being a TikToker is easier in a sense than being a YouTuber. I think making long form content and building an audience doing that is harder, especially since long form content is kind of dying out because of apps like TikTok and Instagram and even YouTube Shorts. People just consume shorter content. And I said this in my original video, which I didn't post. It's a lot easier to waste less time watching TikToks and Instagram Reels than it is to watch a long form video. And here's the reason why. There is low risk, high reward in watching a TikTok Reel, and there is high risk, low reward in watching a YouTube video. Let me explain. A TikTok lasts 15 to a minute typically. You can watch longer ones, but you're done with a full video, a full story in about 15 seconds to a minute. If there's a two-parter, you go click on the second part and they just milked you for 2 views for the price of 1. That's how TikTok works. And if you're not happy with the TikTok, you swipe and you're already onto a whole new topic. You swipe again and now you're looking at something completely different. See what I'm saying? Low risk, because you're gonna have constant entertainment and constant changes of types of media that you're ingesting. High reward. You can really like a video, you can really laugh, you can really be entertained, and you can really, enjoy it. Now let's look at YouTube. Typically YouTube videos are from 10 to 20 minutes long, and when that's the case, you might watch a video for 5 minutes and realize this video fucking sucks and click off and go find something else, but you just wasted 5 minutes. You could have watched 50 TikToks in 5 minutes, but instead you watched a video that you didn't even finish, in which case you're not going to watch another video. High risk, low reward. You can have good outcomes on YouTube, but it's a lot easier to ingest and to dissect TikTok content. So being a YouTuber, in my opinion, is harder. And for anyone that is trying to build a social media, I do recommend you build on Instagram and on TikTok as well, but in my opinion, YouTube is like the gold standard. And it's just my opinion. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really mean much. But that's that. Anyways, so a lot of people, when TikTok was banned, they lost all of their income right away. I guarantee for those people, it was very, very scary because transitioning your audience from one app to another is very, very hard. Humans are extremely lazy and are very stubborn. So if you tell somebody that you can watch longer forms of their content on a separate app, they're probably not going to do it. I'm one of those people too. There are a lot of TikTokers that I guarantee I would have forgot about and I would have never seen again if the app got banned. And I would have been sad because I do enjoy their content, but I'm a lazy piece of shit, so I'm not going to open up another app, go search them up, and try to ingest it on a different app. I just don't think it would make me feel the same, you know? So there are perfect examples of this. You could look at big TikTok pages and then check out their other social medias like YouTube or Instagram, and the numbers just aren't the same. Not to call anyone out or anything, but we'll use my buddy Nate Ryder as an example. He's one of my close YouTube friends. We've known each other for years now. He got really big on TikTok when it came out and tried to push me towards it. I was really hypocritical and didn't really want to. And so I didn't, but he has like something like 1.7 mil on TikTok. Big following, big TikTok following. Super respectable, makes car content, cool stuff, okay? On Instagram, what would you think he would have? What would you think, if you have 1.7 on TikTok, Instagram is pretty similar, what would you think he has? I believe on Instagram he has 220,000 or something like that, still respectable. But then if we go to YouTube, it's a completely different story. Nate Ryder, again, I'm not throwing anyone under the bus or anything. He's got a good following on YouTube as well. He has 540,000, but that's because of YouTube Shorts. And you can just tell by the type of content and the quantity that he posts. He posts a YouTube video once every couple months. You know, in the last year, I think he's only posted 4. So he makes short-based content once again, does better, and is easier to grow with. So the numbers you can see from going from one app to another very different, very drastically. I even have that problem. I have 700,000+ on YouTube and 100,000 on Instagram and 20,000 on TikTok. My TikTok's fresh and new, and I also don't shout out all my socials in all my videos or any of my videos. So I only want people to follow me that go out of their way and search it up. I don't want to throw it in your face and tell you to follow me. If you really want to follow me on something, you're going to do it whether I tell you or not, you know? So, yeah. But that is, I think, the scariest part if TikTok gets banned, because I genuinely think all of these creators will not be able to make the same amount on another app. If TikTok gets banned, larger creators like, you know, we'll use Nate as an example once again, he's going to have trouble finding that audience on another app. Now, if they all come and look for him, done deal, works out. They genuinely might. He might have 1.7 mil on TikTok, and they might be like, oh, I miss Nate's content, let's go find him on Instagram, and there you go. They're all happy. But that's typically not how it works, and I think that's genuinely scary for a lot of creators. So, although I don't think TikTok will get banned, that would be worst case scenario for a lot of people, because a lot of people do rely on TikTok. Now, I do kind of hope it gets banned, and then I kind of don't at the same time. There are 2 reasons. One, I genuinely don't like a lot of the bigger content creators on TikTok. Not talking about car guys, but like, I fucking hate Shadi Bay. I'm just gonna say this. I don't know if you guys know who that is. I hate that motherfucker. I don't know if I should. I don't know if there's something wrong with her. I don't care. I just hate her. I hate her. She's a weirdo. I don't know. I just don't like her. I hate just all that stupid, maybe it's because, you know, my girl watches that kind of stuff, and so I'll see it. I hate her. I hate a lot of these other TikTok kids, like Jack Doherty. I hate him. I hate clip farming, and I hate rage bait. I hate those things so much. Rage bait is the most annoying thing and the laziest form of content and interactions ever. I think if you make rage bait content, you're stupid and you're uncreative. I don't like that. But whatever pays your bills, I guess. My thing is with rage bait is like, it's not original anymore. Like everyone and their mama does rage bait content. Everyone and their mama does rage bait content, and like it was cool for like a month or two. But now when I like post something like, oh, look at this dork modding his car like poorly, like, oh, look at this cringe NPC car content creator, the car content creator will reply, and the reply is always, I love modding a car that makes people mad. And it's like, that's really what you're modding your car for? You're modding your car to piss people off? Like, that's kind of sad. Like, I mod my cars because I love my cars and I want to enjoy my cars. Like, everything I've done to my car, I can explain for a reason why I wanted to do that. My explanation will never be, I did this just because I wanted to piss people off. That's weird. That's like, you know, they probably like role play as like the Joker or whatever. We live in a society where people don't respect NPC cars, so I'm gonna mod it and make people hate it on purpose. Like, it's, I don't know, it's kind of cringe. So I hate rage baiters. I hate clip farming. I don't know. That's why. That's a couple reasons why I'd be okay if TikTok left, because like a lot of that kind of shit would leave. But I do genuinely enjoy the app. I genuinely enjoy posting on there too, because I get to like interact with you guys in a different way. Since I'm on there more, I reply to comments a lot easier and stuff like that. And I get to also post like really, not lazy, but like I don't have to try, you know? Like when I make a YouTube video, I try to entertain. And one of my golden rules is if I'm bored while editing the YouTube video, if I'm not entertained while editing it, then you're not going to be entertained while watching it. That's one of my golden rules. On TikTok, I could post a clip for 10 seconds or record a clip for 10 seconds and post it, and you know, it'll have a point to whatever I'm posting it in reference to. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, ultimately, I don't think TikTok's going to get banned. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think in 90 days, within 90 days, we're going to find out who bought it. The only thing is, if someone did buy it and TikTok didn't sell it with their algorithm, the app's gonna suck and it's gonna bomb. So that's the biggest question mark, I guess, that we still have yet to come. I genuinely don't think it's gonna get banned. I just don't. I don't think it's gonna get banned. And with the way people are talking about it, I don't see it happening. They were so quick to unban it that I genuinely don't think you have to worry. But I could be wrong. If it does get banned, I mean, it's kind of good news for me because then more people will watch YouTube. But I don't think so at the same time, because if you're watching a minute-long video, you're not going to watch a 10-minute video. There's other alternatives to it, you know. So, yeah, my girlfriend just got home. She's not feeling super well, so I'm going to go take care of her right now. And she's not sick. I hope I don't get sick from anything. She's not like sick. She just like had stomach issues at work, so she came home. So I'm gonna go check on her. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. It's kind of scary, but I think the big scare is over. Let me know what you guys think. Will TikTok get banned? Will it not get banned? Who bought it? Who's gonna buy it? Subscribe, and until next video, peace.